In a conversation with one of our clients at Rebel Studios, I was asked, what is the best way to learn from successful businesses? And I want to take a minute or two to answer that question in this video. In order to answer the question, what is the right way to learn from successful businesses? We must first look at the wrong way to learn from successful businesses. Lots of people think that the right way to learn from successful businesses is to look at what they are doing, the systems and models they are implementing, and do the same thing. But I've come to realize that that doesn't work. And that is because lots of successful businesses have grown and they are beginning to implement things that didn't necessarily contribute to their successes. So let me give an example. You look at some of the successful companies and you realize that they began to implement certain programs. So they have perks for their staff, they have benefits they give to certain customers, and they have a host of things that they do, which, let's be frank, cost a lot of money. Now, at your level as a startup or a business that has just begun, you're about a year or two old, first, you don't have the financial bandwidth to be able to do that. And secondly, doing that doesn't necessarily bring success. Instead, what we must learn to do is figure out what those successful businesses did in order to become successful. So when they had no clients, when they started out, what were the systems they put in place? What were the activities they carried out and the strategies they implemented in order to grow and become successful? So let's take McDonald's for example. When McDonald's started, they started with only 11 items on their menu. They were very focused and specific in the services that they provided. But as McDonald's has begun to grow, they began to add so many other things on their menu, and it has begun to affect the quality of service, and number two, it has affected their market share. So doing what McDonald's is doing now is definitely not going to help your business grow. But if you begin to understand the principles that they applied in moving from the startup area or level to the place of success, and you begin to implement them, I can assure you that you attain the same level of success. So when you begin to look at McDonald's, you look at a company like Starbucks, one of the key things you realize is that they all started by focusing and specializing. They focused their attention on a specific area and they claimed their expertise in that area. And it is one of the key things that help them in attaining success. So don't do what they are currently doing, but do what they did in order to attain the success they have now.